This is an unprecedented situation. The amendment to the Act on the NCBIR was adopted in violation of the Constitution, the Constitutional Tribunal ruled. The Act of January 26, 2024, amending the Act on the NCBIR and the Act on Higher Education and Science, Journal of Laws, Item 227, is inconsistent with Article 7 in connection with Article 4, Section 2, in connection with Article 104, Section 1, in connection with Article 96, Section 1 of the Constitution of the Republic of Poland. Specifically, this concerns illegally preventing MPs Mariusz Kamiński and Maciej Wąsik from voting in the Sejm. The Constitutional Tribunal strongly emphasizes that during the proceedings of the Sejm, Mariusz Kamiński and Maciej Wąsik were MPs and were entitled to all the rights of performing the functions of MPs. Thus, the Tribunal shared the President's doubts regarding the legality of adopting laws without the participation of the two Law and Justice MPs. At the end of January, Andrzej Duda announced that he would subsequently refer all laws adopted by the Sejm in this mode to the Constitutional Tribunal. Today we dealt with the resolution on the first case of this type. Among others, the budget bill is still waiting in the queue. The question is also, what about the budget? We need to check it. Well, if it turns out that there is no budget in Poland, it will have huge consequences for the state's finances, and the President should actually consider whether a parliament that does not adopt the budget should function. The ruling group points out that the vote result would have been the same even if Mariusz Kamiński and Maciej Wąsik had been allowed to participate in the parliamentary work. This narrative was refuted by the tribunal. However, the unconstitutionality of the Act under review is not due to the fact that it was adopted without the participation of all 460 deputies, but due to the fact that the two deputies, as a result of arbitrary action by the Marshal of the Sejm, which are not regulated in the legal order in force in the Republic of Poland, were not allowed to proceed, in particular to participate in the same vote, by deactivating the cards and not allowing them to enter the same building. At the end of December last year, the Speaker of the Sejm, Szymon Hołownia, signed a decision to terminate the parliamentary mandates of Mariusz Kamiński and Maciej Wąsik as a result of their conviction by the District Court in Warsaw for their actions when they managed the work of the Central Anti-Corruption Bureau. President Andrzej Duda pointed out that both politicians had been effectively pardoned by him in this case in 2015. For me, since 2015, since I assumed the Act of Pardon confirmed as its compliance with the Constitution by the Constitutional Tribunal and the Supreme Court in Warsaw, the gentlemen have always been pardoned and covered by the law of pardon, with all the normal consequences of this. Despite all that, the MPs were placed in prison until they were pardoned again by the President. The Chamber of Extraordinary Control of the Supreme Court confirmed the illegal deprivation of the mandate of Maciej Wąsik and Mariusz Kamiński. A few days later, the opposite decision in the case of them was made by the Chamber of Labour, which, according to many experts, was not competent to consider this case. Interestingly, recently the fact of Maciej Wąsik's parliamentary service was indirectly confirmed by the Marshal of the Sejm, Szymon Hołownia. I have just received a letter from Szymon Hołownia in which he informs me that in connection with the election to the European Parliament, I must submit a declaration of resignation from my mandate as a member of the Sejm within 14 days from the announcement of the election results by the National Electoral Commission. I'll keep it. He provides evidence for himself. The Constitutional Tribunal has been under attack for years by the political circles currently in power in Poland. Today, Paweł Ślis, a representative of the Sejm from Trzecie Droga, showed disregard for this constitutional body. My presence would further legitimize something which I fundamentally disagree as a representative of the Sejm, as an MP, but also as a citizen. As a member of Parliament, I vowed to honestly and conscientiously fulfill my duties towards the nation and abide by the Constitution. Therefore, I am leaving the chamber. What do you want to show? Disrespect to the tribunal? You disregard, sir. You are an MP. With respect, we take you very seriously, and please stay and listen to the rest of the session. I don't see such a need. Thank you. Goodbye. If viewers are watching us, this is how MPs behave, who violate their parliamentary oath.
Jeśli widzowie tutaj oglądają nas, tak zachowują się posłowie.
The Constitutional Tribunal decided to impose a fine of 3,000 zloty on MP Ślis.